Good evening. It is Monday, July the 5th, the day after the 4th. Some tricky shit out there in the markets today. Very tricky shit, and this guy right here, Krusty, is not happy. Krusty is not happy at all, I'll just put it that way, about today's market performance. What happened in the market, and things like that. Without further ado, we're going to go ahead and open this shit up and see what happened in the market. Target had that big move the other day. We don't care about Target and Budweiser today. Wow. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at ES Futures and NASDAQ. We're going to finish off with some order flow. The bears felt they had them this morning. Had to drop all the way down to 67 overnight. I missed that short from 92 to 67. And they shut that right up out of the gates. This morning from 71 to 83, got a high of 91 on ES E-mini S&P futures. Had a little sell down midday, but then they grabbed it right back up. We had another sell down post-Fed. They grabbed it right back up, and then another sell down again, which maybe this one will hold a little bit. We'll see what happens. Any kind of news, any kind of weakness, any kind of whatever happens. Right now, let's right at 81.25. And it was here at 89 earlier, so not a big drop, but it is a drop. It is a start. It is something. Let's go ahead and take a look at the NASDAQ. We're going to look at SPY and QQQ as well and get started a little more in that direction. So we're going to drop the volume just a tad here on the music. And we had a move from a 15.2925 up to a high of 15.432 today. And it pulled back in a little bit near the ES. And it's trying to hover around its opening price, slightly above it. ES futures slightly below the price. So there's your NASDAQ, there's your ES futures, just quick brief overview, some of the movements you saw. What happened in Tesla today? What happened in order flow today? Did we get our head of our ass yet, or is our head still in our ass? So it looks like the Tesla's still screwing around here. They jacked it up out of the gate to like 280, 286. Had that sell down to 277.52, and then later, this one should have went further down, by the way. Did not. They pushed it back up post-Fed, and now moving it into the 283.39. It got past that, almost to that area. Actually, that was, I apologize, 283.30 is where it's at now. So it's following that trend up. It's still trying to move up on the Tesla. The Tesla, we lost some money on today, buying some puts off of order flow, thinking we get some action there. Still running at this 284.25 area. Still never got a real decent sell down on Tesla, no matter what you think. It's above that previous area, 281.15, trying to push in 286. And there's still that resistance getting into right at 284.20. I'd like to see it move down tomorrow, like down to 274 or 272. Would be a great area to pick up some more longs if you like Tesla. But for me, it'd be a great area for this piece of shit to drop to. I've got some Tesla puts. I need some money back on those. We held a small position overnight. The monkey shit piece of crap. We are not very happy with that piece of shit. Today, NVIDIA had to push up, had a better drop down, and you saw some few other moves there going into the end of the day. I'll take a look maybe on options, but that one finished a little better pattern than what Tesla. This piece of monkey shit just kept going up. This one dropped. That's NVIDIA and Tesla. Let's go ahead and look at the Apple. Somebody was looking at Meta and played some Meta bullshit. Let's see what's happening on Meta. Apple, fake candle, get rid of that. Click on it, go correct this bar. Get rid of that shit. And it did move up today. Actually, it did not drop. See, you had that tall 194.44 down here to 191.25. Finish up 191.33. Be lovely to see this down to 183 tomorrow. Is it going to happen? We don't know. Anything can happen overnight, so it could happen to 190. Your top level is beat 196.27. That is going to be Apple. Let's go ahead and look at Meta. A few things we saw on flow today, and what not to do. Meta still had a gap out of the gate from 286.39, went on a tear to 298, softened back up, closed at 294.37, back up to 297.54 right now. Who knows why that piece of shit is up? It's a piece of crap. You did have this support area it's been struggling with, and it came up and actually found some ground on top of that today. Problem is, it also is running into resistance right here at the old $300 level. What could happen there? It could go obviously a little bit above it. It could also come back down here to 258. Enjoy Meta while you can. We see the put flow coming in. We're taking this piece of shit to the short side, like it or not. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. We got Microsoft. Is a big slippery piece of dog poop as well. And this piece of shit had a push up into 341.59 today. Settled out the session 338.15, hovering now around 337.97. And that's what you're looking at with Microsoft. It still has these two levels to 10 with as well, 337 and 335.70. You got a light spot in there, and maybe you'll see some pull back down, but that's your support areas, and your resistance above is 350. Let's go ahead and pull up our order flow and get this party started. Wellstream came in this morning, and it wasn't a great morning. You had square putts coming in, 82s. These were actually written, so I should have known not to get in those. Got in those anyway, and then fought this thing, trying to buy various strikes of putts on this today. And had that drop right out of the gate to 65.15. And they start buying putts, and it just ripped straight up. I tried 68 putts here, 69 putts. I was finally able to get out of some of that shit with negligible loss, well, possible negligible loss, when it dropped down to 68.38. That piece of monkey shit should have came down and tested 66.70 to 67.50. It did not. They did not let it do that. That piece of monkey shit did not do that. It was not a good trade. You saw those putts were written. They came with another order here. You had PBR putts out of the gate for 14 for both August and July putts. And that seems all right. I mean, they dropped it out of the gate. They recovered it. Maybe you'll see it drop again. We don't know. It had a sort of bigger mover there up in the middle of the day. But that was for August 14th, 14s, July 14th, August 18th, $13 putts. Got in that piece of monkey shit. It wasn't that good. I didn't get into coin calls or Intel. You're seeing these are longer dated options. I was looking for something a little shorter dated. Ended up getting these Lucid July 28th. We're going to hold those for a little bit. That's July 28th. $6.40, I believe. 650, I do apologize, is the strike price on those. Saw Hood come back in. I didn't actually check on it. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what that opening flow did out of the gate. And not a tremendous amount. Not a tremendous amount, really. And then you had some other stuff. Not a bunch of stuff hitting early. We had you had some ribbon here, QQQs. I did take QQQ putts a few times. I took some SPX putts, too large in size for the Fed meeting, and came out with a 65% gain, luckily, on those. We're going to be doing more SPX calls and putts here very soon. You know, small contract size, grab a few, whatever the case. ES futures as well. But you can see there wasn't a really convincing flow order for short dated. You had plug here. They kept coming in with plug on the call side as well. Let's take a look and see what plug had. Plug had a nice little push there out of the gate. Not a crazy move up, but it did give you a little bit of chance. Some more Hood. You had some Meta come in here early, and most likely Mitch, I do apologize, MTCH, Riven, and the Microsoft calls that came in there in the middle of the day. You want to look for when it first opens up and see what kind of things happen there out of the gate. And it was not a good day for that by any means, because the order flow was not short dated. They came in with some Meta. So at Meta, you had some putts, some calls come in this week. Keep an eye on these 285 putts. You got the 305 call somebody got towards the end of the day. That's usually more secretive. And they had some putts this morning that probably got hammered out, just flattened into that move. Well, that was actually at 10.13. Let's take a look and see where Meta was at 10.13, to be honest with you. So Meta 10.13. So they were buying putts up here, and they got to move into it. So that actually wasn't a bad play, to be honest with you. If you saw those putts coming in off of that area, just go ahead and star that if you like it. And they came with calls at the end of the day. Noon they came in with these. So they finished off with the 305 calls. And just how it is there on Meta. That's all I've got. I want to do a quick overview of some things, some mistakes that I made going in on the day after a 4th of July holiday, light volume, Fed, monkey-ass moves, crappy order flow, and we braved it all, and we came out, and we did lose some money today. We didn't take those realized losses. We put it off for a day just to see if we can get a little drop into the next session. If not, we'll have to put those out and farm out some new positions. Anyways, this is Dave with Krusty Trades. You have a great evening and enjoy the rest of your night. Happy trading. Kept it under 15 minutes, everybody.